Hey, welcome back to another video. Well, this one is going to be about Biden's stupid Pier thing. Um, Video number 2 on the topic because things have happened and it's a total disaster. I knew it was going to be a disaster, but like the speed at which this all quite literally fell apart kind of even blew my mind. Okay, so what happened? Well, after we waited months for the US military to build this stupid humanitarian pier off the coast of Gaza to get in food because Israel's blocking the trucks, well, it finally opened. May 17th, we got the first delivery. I mean, it wasn't a full load. There were like half empty trucks. Not exactly sure why that was, but I have a guess. Because the IDF is now in Cyprus, where these boats take off from, inspecting the cargo. So they're still obstructing, probably it looked like half of the load they just didn't let in. You know, gotta starve these people even harder. I don't know. Anyway, couple loads get in. I mean, a drop in the ocean. And then there was like nothing coming in for like, I don't know, like 5 days or something. It didn't seem like anything was getting through. At a Pentagon briefing, somebody asked if they could definitely say that any of the aid had actually gotten into the hands of Palestinians, and they couldn't say. Apparently, some got to a warehouse. Only about 75% of it, because there were starving people, like, running up to the trucks and grabbing food. And, we can't blame them for that. And thank God, at least this time, the IDF didn't shoot everybody who was starving and trying to get a bag of flour or whatever. But yeah, a little bit of aid got to the warehouse, and then it seems kind of iffy if anything ever got distributed, because, the IDF is now, like, reinvading Gaza, and there's fighting everywhere, and, like, getting this stuff, like, distributed is super sketch. That aid agencies all say they make it really, really hard on them. You have to do all this mountains of paperwork, just red tape after red tape, and then you tell them where they are, and they may or may not blow you up on purpose. So the whole aid situation is still just a catastrophe. This entire pier was like, at best a PR stunt for Biden to be able to be like, who me? I'm not genocide Joe. Look, I'm like throwing crumbs at the Palestinians. Yay me. And also a way for them to, really just let Israel do Israel stuff and, construct this completely expensive thing that, we need aid now, so let's take months and do this thing that'll bring in a tiny little bit if it works perfectly. But guess what? It didn't work perfectly, guys. 8 days in, and the pier, which I found out has a name. The pier is called the Trident Pier, which is appropriate because it has broken into 3 pieces. Yeah, so there was also U.S. military personnel that have been mysteriously injured. There were 3 of them injured. We don't know anything about the circumstances. 2 injuries were apparently minor, and the guys are back on duty. No biggie, but somebody is critically injured and was medevaced to an Israeli hospital, and the government is being very, very tight-lipped about what happened. They're insisting it was non-combat, but at the same time, there was reports from one of the resistance factions saying they saw the Americans trying to bring guns into Gaza, and that the pier was now a legit military target, and suddenly one of the U.S. soldiers is critically injured. So I don't know, mysterious. We don't know what happened. They're not going to admit it or tell us, so we can only guess. But anyway, let's see. So the pier broke apart in bad weather. This is the season of stormy seas in the Mediterranean. So this is not unusual weather. And the pier is just a temporary pier. It's sort of attached to the sea floor. And when the waves get rough, it just kind of, it's like built like Legos and they kind of come apart. So a couple of pieces of the pier washed up in Israel. And they sent a boat to go like tow their piece of pier back, and the boat ran aground. So then they sent another boat to go rescue the boat that ran aground, and that boat got its propeller wrapped up in a cable, which is like rookie shit. And I don't know, 2 boats run aground, the pier in 3 pieces, washing up in Israel. They're now like towing the pier, I think, to Ashdod port maybe, to get it fixed. So we shall see. It's going to be out of commission for a while, and you know, all this would be pretty freaking funny if it wasn't for, this was supposed to be a lifeline for people that are starving. So it's just it's an absolute catastrophe. And you know, this pier was already like, I think, $150 million over budget before it all fell apart and ran ships aground and needs repair, and sounds like this is going to be kind of a regular thing. The whole thing was a terrible idea to begin with. And you know, when they opened it, I think the cost was somewhere between $320 to $350 million of our taxpayer money that could be going to things to help Americans. And not that I begrudge like helping the Palestinians, but you know what would help the Palestinians? Make Bibi open the land crossings. There's 7 land crossings. We could flood aid into Gaza. The only problem is that they're deliberately trying to starve the population to death. And our government is absolutely complicit. And all of this is a PR stunt and a bunch of smoke and mirrors, just throwing money at it just to distract from doing the thing that actually needs done. But I don't know. I think the pier being washed up is sort of a, you know, the whole boondoggle is just like Biden's presidency in a nutshell, really. You know, it's just flailing around, running aground. Whoops, duh. I don't know. Like I said, it would all be funny if people weren't starving, but people are starving, and the pier's out of commission, and these land crossings need to be opened now. Okay, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you found the information useful, please like, subscribe, share. Thank you to my co-pilot Bumblebutt here, making a guest appearance. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.